Good afternoon, students. I, Gausia Sayyed, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Rajashri Shahu College, Tathode, Pune, now going to deliver this session on subject Structural Design 1. And today's discussion point is sheet number 7, detailed sketch of gantry girder and column column bases. So in this sheet, you have to learn how to draw the details of roof truss with gantry girder and column bases. So let's go. What is the layout of this session? In this video, I am going to discuss on sheet number 7, specifically how to draw this sheet. Second, I have to explain the different question which may be asked during the oral. So let's go to learn one by one. Just see, this is the sheet number 7. This is the sheet number 7, which is based on industrial project 1. In that, you have to divide this sheet into two parts. So half part is you have to draw on top elevation and bottom plan. On second part, you have to show column bases, and one table is there. Is this table is visible? Hello. This
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
table, just see, this table is showing the design details of gantry girder, column bases, and connection details. Okay, so this is overall 7 number sheet. You have to draw it, and if you have to complete this 7 number sheet, the project 1 will be over. So let's go. Now we can discuss every part one by one. Just see here. First, you have to draw the elevation of roof truss. In that elevation of roof truss, simple, you have to start from the triangular part. This is a roof truss. So what is that dimension? Just see here, this dimension center to center distance, just this. This center to center distance is 17.5, as the shade size is 17. So clear distance is 17, and the supporting column width is 500. So half of this 500 is 250. So this is the span 17.5 meter. But as per our discussion in sheet number 5, you have to draw all dimension in mm. So instead of 17.5 meter, here you have to write 1750, and no need to write mm, as in the sheet we already write all dimensions are in mm. So this 17.50 overall 1730. Okay, sorry, 1750. This is the center to center distance, and overall from this point to this 1730. So care should be taken that while drawing the sheet, you have to specifically show the dimensions in capitals, and second care should be taken that you have to write the name of that part with size. So this is actually a long column. There is a two column, as a straight column is provided. So this long column size is ISMB 500, and the short column size is ISMB 100. And the short column support the roof truss, and there is an enlargement in that column, and this purpose of this column is supporting gantry girder. Is it clear? So first you have to draw this diagram. Rise is given. Okay, you have to write all dimension in horizontal instead of vertical. This 3500, instead of that you write horizontally 3500. Show it inclined span. Then after drawing this triangle, you have to make a panel point. So this 19200 incline length is there. Make a 4 part, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this manner, you have to divide and then draw vertical line, join inclined members. So first we draw triangular part. Then you have to draw as per the scale, this IS column 100, show the thickness or of flange. Thickness of flange we know from our design. Below again ISMB 500. So 500 is the width and these two lines are the width of flange. So first you draw this truss with short column, long column. Then you can go for showing the details of crane girder, this one, trolley, hook, etc. Okay. As per the scale, you have to convert it. What is that meaning? If this I section is size is ISWB 600 and channel is ISMC 300. So you have to draw this with the scale. Is it clear how to draw the elevation of roof truss with gantry girder? Hello?
Yes, madam.
Any
Yes,
doubt
ma'am.
regarding this?
Oh, ma'am.
So it's
No, ma'am.
easy, but in your sheet, every student's having a different sheet. As in this case, 17 meter is the span of a open clear span, but in your case, maybe 14, maybe 15, maybe 18, maybe 20 likewise. So as per that, you have to draw it. Now first completed elevation, then go for the plan, and we know how to draw the plan. Just make an extension of all this line. Do you remember first year drawing? You have to just extend all the lines. So this one is a column, show it. This one is a column. And this short column, if I show top view, I section will be there. So this 100, this size is ISME 100. Then I show this dotted line, which is nothing but the gantry girder. Okay. This one is a top last column is there. And in that, we observe this part, this rectangular part is known as crane girder with trolley. Okay, and here you have to show what is the clear distance, where is the gantry girder span. Okay, and what is this distance? This is the distance between two columns, is nothing but spacing of truss. Hello, spacing of truss. In that we have to provide these two column, and this is the again we have to design this spacing on which gantry girder rests. Is it clear? Any doubt how to draw this? And in this case, you have to show every part with scale. And here the gantry girder elevation is there. So, any questions?
मॅम तो ट्रस आहे त्याचा स्पॅन आपल्या प्रोजेक्ट मध्ये जेवढा असेल तेवढाच घ्यायचं ना.
Let me know from your size of shade.
22.3.
Okay. So instead of 22 is a clear. So you have to show this clear 2200. Sorry, 22,000 is mm. Okay. So this to this 22. Then as per your column design, if the size is ISMB 500, then you go for the same. If the size is different, so you have to first design column. Then only you have to draw this. Gantry girder, you have to design the gantry girder, and as per your gantry girder, maybe ISWB 600, maybe ISMB 550, likewise. So you have to show these dimensions. And in your case, if rise is 3 meter, so you have to write or draw this line as first 300, 3000. And draw these two lines and join by this point to this so that you get a sloping length. Hello, are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
All students having the same diagram, only change is that their sizes of members will be different and span, the spacing of truss are different. Okay, so same sheet is there, but you have to draw as per your project. Is it clear? This is the first part of 7 number sheet. Hello, is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
ma'am.
Now let's go the half part of remaining. Just see here, this is a construction note. Now what is that construction note? The person who has handling that sheet can know what are the sizes of members are there. So this is the notes for the designer who can handle that sheet. So here you can write what is the size of gantry girder. So specifically you have to mention which roll section you have to selected or design. Then gusseted base size, welding, length of welding, thickness of plate, concrete pedestal size, short column, long column, and grade of concrete. So with referring that, anyone can go for constructing this gantry girder column and column bases. Okay, so in your case, you have to write your details. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Now, after that, let's go the next part, the important part, column and column bases. So here, this is the elevation. So in that elevation, just start from bottom. This one is a concrete pedestal. This is a concrete pedestal. Okay, this is concrete pedestal. Here, you can design this concrete pedestal, and as per that design, the size is 2200 and height is 450. So this is a concrete pedestal you have to draw as per the scale. Then this plate, this is known as column base. In this case, as per loading, your column base may be gusseted slab base or moment resisting base. If we provide step column, then this base is moment resisting base. So first you have to design that, and the size of this base is, this size is just here 870 by 400. So this dimension, first we go for this. Okay, and this is the moment resisting base. No gusseted base is there, only plate is there, as the load coming on that column is heavy. So the size of plate is known to us, thickness is there, and for connecting this plate to concrete we use anchor bolt or J bolt. You have to show this anchor bolt, and here you have to write the size or diameter of that bolt also. And this part is a column, ISMB 500 column. Okay, and this width is nothing but the width of flange, width of flange. So you have to draw as per the scale, and see here, while joining this column to plate, this method we are going welding method. So this is the welding here and this here. Okay, and in this case you have to draw the name of every member with dimensions, and show the all dimension by this line, and just see there the arrow. This arrow will be completed like this. Now you don't draw just like a triangle, but here you have to complete as a drawing, you have to complete as this. Okay, so what about the plan? On top view, first we'll look this outlook. 2200 by 150 is a concrete pedestal throughout. Then that this plate 870 by 400 is a moment resisting base, and here is a column ISMB 500. And instead of welding every part, so this I section with plate can be welded continuously, but it is not necessary to go for whole welding. So instead of that, you can weld here, here, then you can weld this part, this part, this. So in this manner you can weld the part of concrete, you can join this column with column bases. And these all four molds, these are the circular part showing is nothing but the, what is that, anchor bolt. Is it clear how to draw this? Hello.
Yes, madam.
Now just see here, in this manner you can complete your sheet. So let us discuss what will be the oral question asked on this sheet number 7. So first start, what is the use of concrete, what is the use of column bases, or why column bases are provided?
To support the column and transfer the load of column to ground.
Okay. So how it can distribute? It is a center concentrically or uniformly? Hmm? So the answer is correct. Yes. Column, the basis is used to support column, and it uniformly distributed the load from column to concrete pedestal. So what type of column bases are there? Types of column bases?
slab base, movement resisting base आणि gusseted base.
Okay. So when we go for slab base, just see here if a simple or a load carrying capacity coming from column is less, then we go for slab base. If the load is heavy, then we go for gusseted base. If the load is heavy and there is a possibility of movement, then we go for movement resisting base. Okay. And in this case, what will be the questions? What do you mean by gantry girder? Anyone can answer?
It is a laterally unsupported beam built made by I section to support the crane girder.
Okay. And what type of load coming on gantry girder?
Crane girder, trolley, impact load, and braking load.
Okay. Okay, answer is correct. And what type of column is used to support gantry girder? What type of column will be provided to support gantry girder? Just here in this case we provide step column if the load is heavy. So is any other way to support gantry girder? Yes. Do you remember column with bracket? Okay. Do you remember? The column can be,
Yes, madam.
yes, gantry girder can be supported by bracket which is attached to column, or here we enlarge. In short column is enlarged by large. Instead of that, the third way, a separate columns are provided. What is that meaning? The first column is supported only truss. This first column is supported by truss, and the short column is separate. Short column is provided, and on this gantry girder is resting. Okay, so this overall column is supported the truss, and the second short column is provided on which this gantry girder can be resting. So this is the three ways of resting crane gantry girder on column. But as the load is heavy, we go for step column. Okay, is it clear? This type of question will be asked in oral, and this oral question they open your sheets. Just observe that, and they ask you where is the gantry girder, show me, so you can highlight, and you can highlight and say this is a gantry girder. Where is the crane girder? You have to show this is a crane girder. This is a trolley or crab. You have to show it. And they ask the question will be like this: what is the role of trolley, or what is the role of crane girder? Why it is provided? Again, how to calculate maximum bending moment on the gantry girder? So you have to show it the equidistance. Okay, to equidistance at which the maximum bending moment is there. And again, how to calculate maximum shear force in gantry girder. In that case, what is the location of crane girder? So you have to remember the wheel should be at support. Then we get maximum shear force. Okay, so just remember this bit. Now, after discussing sheet number 7, let's go the different the choices or the core oral questions based on sheet number 5. So just see here. Here I sort out a small some questions, main questions which will be asked during the sessions. So as an engineer, first what are the role and responsibility of designer? You have to know. Again, you have to define the truss with components. So in that sheet, you have to show where is the tie member, where is the compression member, what is the meaning of rise, where is the purlin. So you have to identify all the truss member in that sheet. There no theory or any theoretical question during the session. You have to only draw the sketch of that truss and Show the different component members with the help of sheet. Again, where the steel roofs are used, so you have to know again what types of trusses are there. So you have to remember Pratt, Howe, Fling. These are the different types of trusses. So which type of truss you have to select it for your project? Okay, you have to answer it. Again, what are the advantages and disadvantages of roof truss? And what factors you have to consider for roof truss? So do you remember what are the factors? This is nothing but the truss configuration. What is the truss configuration? Span of the truss. Do you remember? Span of the truss, rise, sloping length. Do you remember that? Spacing of truss, spacing of purlin. So how we have to divide design spacing of truss? What is the criteria? Again, what are the most common roof material? So you remember AC sheet and GI sheet. What do you mean by purlin? Okay, so these questions are purely based on your sheet number 5. And what is in that sheet number 5? It is the analysis of joint method of truss. So in that you draw a truss diagram. So in that truss you have to show what are the different component parts. Again, how the spacing of purling is fixing. So these are some of the questions here I summarize. So is it possible for you to answer it? And here care should be taken that you have to answer or show this member or all this function with the help of sheet, or you can draw the sketch. Okay, it's not a theoretical questions. Instead of that, you have to answer the questions. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
And just keep in our mind a simple thing. If you draw neat and clean sheet individually, then it's possible for you to answer the question of oral. So don't worry about it. Now let's go sheet number 5, the same questions. And in that sheet, you have to know what are the requirement of good joint. What is the meaning of panel load? Do you remember panel load is nothing but the joint load? And what are the types of panel load? Dead load, live load, wind load. Do you remember? These are the panel load which are acting at a joint. Again, what loads you have to consider for design of steel column? As there are number of forces acting on that, but in roof truss we consider 3 load: dead load, live load and wind load. Just remember this, earthquake loads are not considered. Then what are the method of analysis of truss? So do you remember? Joint method, graphical method, section method. So you have to answer all these. Then what are the limitation and uses of that methods? So you can specifically mention what are the advantages and disadvantages of graphical method. Then you can go for plan area. So in that sheet, you have draw already plan area. So the plan area is nothing but it is the distance of spacing of span of the truss by multiply by spacing of truss. This is the plan area. Then how to calculate live load? Do you remember? These are IS 875 part 2. There is one equation is there 750. Do you remember that? So you have to explain every terms which just remember all questions are based on your sheets. Then what are the IS code used for the analysis of truss? What are the IS code used for wind load calculations? Anyone? Hello? For wind load calculation, which IS code you have preferred?
IS 875 part 3.
Yes, 1987. Then how to calculate sloping area? What are the load combination? Do you remember? Load combination, table number 4, page number 29 of IS 800. These are partial safety factors. For dead load, live load, 1.5. So just remember load combinations. So these are the basic general questions. Okay. And these are the example. It's not exactly same question will be asked, but you have to make a practice. Is it clear? Hello, are you getting? Hello?
Yes, madam.
Now let's go. Sheet number 6. This sheet number 6 based on detailed sketch of roof truss with connections. So in that connection, if bolted connections are there, you have to explain what do you mean by pitch, edge distance, gauge distance. Do you remember end distance? How to find the pitch, center to center distance between the two column. Then what is the panel joint? Again, how to find the requirement of a good joint. All these questions you can easily answer if you watch the sheet number 6 video. Okay, so just watching that video you can get clear of all the doubts, and then you can able to answer these questions. Then economical spacing of the truss. Then what is the purpose of gusseted base? Again, difference between column and strut. So anyone, what is the difference between column and strut? Any idea? What is the column and what is the strut? Just see, both are compression member. Column and strut are both are compression member. Column is used to support the structure, is a heavy load, maybe industrial building or any building. Column is used to support the structure. Strut is again a compression member, but it is a shorter as compared to column, and the strut is used for roof truss cases. So it's a small vertical member which form the roof truss is known as strut. Okay, so load coming on strut is smaller as compared to column. Okay, and which members are in roof truss is designed as a flexural member? So anyone can answer which members of a truss are flexural or in bending? Hello, do you know this answer? What about purlin? Is purlin a flexural member? Hello.
Yes, madam.
So just remember the purlin is in flexural member or is a bending member, and gantry girder is laterally supported unsupported beam is again a flexural member. Okay, just keep in your mind this both are in flexural. Also in steel structure, plate girder is flexural member. Okay, is it clear? For 7 already we
Yes, madam.
yes, already in the 7 sheet we discuss all these questions. What is the difference between gantry girder and plate girder, etc. Types of loading, etc. Okay. Again, what type of load, or here you have to draw different components of gantry girder also. Make a sketch or you can explain with the help of your sheet. Okay, we discussed this 7 sheet. So let's go the last sheet. Sheet number 8. Sheet number 8. Welded plate girder, and in that you have to know what is the plate girder, different component of plate girder, and each and every part you have to mention or you can show on the sheet. Okay, where is that plate girder, what are the different component parts, why end bearing stiffeners are provided, and this question you can easily answer if you watch the video number 8 to how to draw the welded plate girder sheet. Okay, is it clear? In this manner, you have to prepare the oral question of this sheet 5, 6, 7, 8. So any doubt or any questions from your side, you can WhatsApp me by this number. You are all welcome to answer that. So it's any question from your side? Hello? Is it any questions or any?
No, ma'am.
No, madam.
Hmm?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
No, ma'am. Thank you so much for continuous watching. Thank you again and have a good day ahead.